In the ball game for Kentucky, Eric Manuel, one of those prized freshmen for Kentucky. And Bennett going up strong again. Coach, you mentioned it, they were going to milk him.
Oh, absolutely, because when he is catching the ball, he's either hitting the jumper or he's getting fouled every time. And he's smart enough. See, he's a wily veteran. Dale Brown is all upset down there, but you know what he's doing? He's just trying to hype his team up. That's all it is.
And he just got a technical foul, but you think that's a psychological ploy?
Well, I don't think he wanted a technical. I honestly don't think any coach really gets up and takes a technical, especially when you are in an 8-point game and you're struggling to score. 2 points right now is a major issue. I think what he was trying to do is get his point across. Now, I think this is interesting with Bennett. He just missed his 2 previous free throws, but they have the confidence in him that he'll go to the line and knock them down.
And Bennett makes it a 9-point lead. We're live at Assembly Center here in LSU's campus, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Kentucky leading by 9 in Davender, looking to pad that. And he does. A very costly technical foul called on Coach Dale Brown of LSU as Davender sinks the second free throw to give Kentucky an 11-point lead at 46-35. And Dale Brown realizing he's got to be quiet now.
Well, I have to say, I made a mistake there because Davender shot the technical. I didn't think Bennett was fouled in the act of shooting. I was kind of surprised that they gave him that.
And Davender comes back with the driving basket. A 13-point lead by Kentucky, the biggest lead of the ball game. And Davender showing some emotion. Bennett slaps it away from Sims. And Kentucky, you can see the defense much more aggressive.
Wow, they smell it, that's why.
Manuel steps out of bounds. And, Coach, while the shooting has improved somewhat, turnovers really have hurt LSU.
Well, not only do they have the low shooting percentage, but you can't have as many turnovers because it's cost them in the transition game.
Woodside operating against Chapman. Glenn down low, and Vargas had the ball knocked away. Is Vargas being a little too tentative the way he's going after the ball with one hand as opposed to two?
One-handed, James, no good. In a game like this, when you're playing against a team that's so physical, you must go at it with 2. Technical foul on Dale Brown.
The second technical foul inside of a minute and a half called on Dale Brown. And Kentucky will march to the free throw stripe again.
And no field goal. That's unfortunate because Vargas had the dunk coming out of there on a strong move.
Davender, an 84% free throw shooter, misses. His second offering. And Kentucky moves out ahead 49-35, 11:59 remaining. Now, as a coach in this situation, when or if you've had 2 technical fouls called on you, what can you do to inspire your team up? It would seem they will be drained with those calls.
Well, that's debatable, James. It depends upon how experienced your ball club is. You know, they have a lot of older players out there on the floor, so I don't think that's going to bother them.
We'll find out. Bennett, rebounded by Vargas.
I feel like Kentucky defense is bothering them more than anything.
And the shooting percentage of LSU certainly bears that out. Sims.
See, when that ball goes back to that foul line area, they're so concentrated on Vargas in low that he can get that shot anytime he wants.
Sims is 4 of 4 from the field, coming off of the bench for LSU. Davender operating on Irving. And Vargas controlling the boards.
Oh, he's really active now. He's showing me a lot in this half.
Sims looking to go down low to Vargas. And, Coach, at least the last 2 trips up the floor certainly support what you said. You didn't think the technical fouls would affect a veteran ball club. LSU's played inspired the last 2 trips.
The big thing is they got to get the big fella going to the basket. You see, he's a liability when he has to pass the basketball. but he should pass it with both hands because he would have better control of the ball.
This is Woodside for three.
There's plenty of time in this ball game. We're dealing with 10 and a half minutes to go. Eddie Sutton wants a timeout.
CBS Sports coverage of NCAA basketball will continue after this word from your local station. And Coach, important information that you'd like to see down the stretch.
Well, there's plenty of time for LSU to make a strong comeback. I like what I see in the Kentucky team. They're showing a great deal of poise, and they've upped the aggressiveness within their defense. LSU, though, is matching it because Vargas is being more active from side to side, and it's opening up other shots and other people from closer range. They must make those shots.
What had been a 14-point Kentucky lead is now down to 9. 10:24 remaining in the second half.
LSU in a strong man-to-man now.
The lineup for Kentucky: Jenkins, Manuel, Bennett with the ball, and the shot. Winston Bennett operating effectively in the paint.
The last 5 times that he's caught the ball in that area, he has scored three field goals and fouled twice. And they continue to play behind him. You cannot play behind that young man.
Winston Bennett with 13 points on the afternoon, 3 below his season average. Woodside off the mark. Jenkins with the rebound. 2-on-2. Davender with a little fancy ball handling, and Davender takes it all the way himself.
That was a big-time move. That was a tough dribble, a strong move to the basket. Now, what I like the most here is if you go back to the first half, when LSU was missing, they were banging the board. Now Kentucky gets most rebounds.
And Vargas with the soft touch inside cuts the 13-point lead to 11. Kentucky leads it 53-42. 9:16 remaining. LSU's ball.
They call a 3-second call that time on that baseline pick. Eddie Davender opened up as he came across the lane, but the pick man who set it up, 3-second call.
And Bernard Woodside has played just about the entire second half with 4 personal fouls, Coach.
Well, they're shooting the moon right here now. Right now, what you have is Kentucky in a zone.
And Louis Grillo catches a foul underneath as Vargas tries a spin move to the hoop. The foul call is on Winston Bennett. That's his 3rd personal foul. Don't forget, coming up next here on CBS Sports, Purdue and Louisville. Ought to be a good one. That'll be coming up right at the conclusion of this game here.
Kentucky's in their zone again now. It's like a flattened out 1-2-2.
Blanton. And Ricky Blanton having difficulty finding the mark here in the second half.
He's having difficulty, but the shots are there. They're all good shots. Here's the LSU zone off his leg. There's that feistiness of Blanton. I'm telling you, he's incredible how many times he gets his hand on the ball to cause a jump ball, or, the violation call on a jump, or he knocks it loose.
Always known as a hard-nosed player, a Rambo type, they say he's sharpened his offensive skills. Irvin off the mark, but Wayne Kim is there for the follow. 5 of 5 from the floor.
What a contribution by Sims off the bench.
Chapman. Rebounded by Irvin.
Look up. Nice pass.
Blanton. Blocked by Rex Chapman. A great block. And a blocking foul called on Irvin.
Good call. He might have gotten the charge, except he pushes his forearms out. Now you'll see this right here. Now watch the pass. Oh no, this is the block right here by Rex Chapman. Now here's a beautiful bounce pass. Now watch Chapman time this now. Now the young man has a vertical leap of 39 inches. Now here we have, look for the judge. Now watch, boom, his arms go out and his feet are moving.
And Kentucky on top by 53-44. We've got a good one. We'll be back in just a moment.